can say no.
She got you. She got you on that one, Director White. She got you.
I've never allowed someone to say no, but I recognize that if it makes you anxious, I'm not going to put you in that position.
Okay. All right. Okay. Ready? 1, 2. You know what to do. Hail to the Charleston
Tigers.
Where to black and
gold.
And Africa
Never,
ever
the
defeated.
song
And we'll fight. Hail to the Charleston Tigers. And from we brought to see. Fight, fight, Tigers, fight. Lead us to victory to you. That was really fast.
Good job. Good job, Director White.
That was
Thank
really
you.
fast.
We are proud of you.
We all are proud of you. Anywho, alrighty, now we'll move into roll call. Attorney General Robinson. I'm sorry, is Attorney General Robinson?
So I will be doing attendance for today. Sorry, let me get the roster.
No, that's my mistake. Go ahead, Chief of Staff ambushed.
It's okay. I need to get the roster up. So give me a few seconds. Let's see. All right. All right. President Indiang.
Present.
Vice President DeVoe.
Present.
Treasurer Eagle.
Present.
Attorney General Robinson. Director Nduka.
Present.
Assistant Director Bello.
Present.
Assistant Director Walton.
Present.
Director Whiteside.
Present.
Director Fishkin.
Present.
Director Triskaska.
Present.
Director Pero. Director Kapoor.
Present.
Assistant Director Ferguson.
Present.
Solicitor General Whiting.
Present.
Director White.
Present.
Director Syndicu. I think I messed that up. Sana.
Director Sadiq, present.
Sadiq, thank you. Director Moody.
Present.
Assistant Director Banks. Director Hogarth.
Present.
Director DMA.
Present.
Director Brown.
Present.
Director Kemp. Representative Blumenauer.
Present.
Senator Dixon.
Present.
Senator Watts.
Present.
Senator Akiti.
Present.
Senator Eaglin.
Present.
Senator Goodman.
Present.
Senator Williams. Senator Rink. Senator Harding.
Present.
Senator Teti.
Present.
Pro Temp Wheeler.
Present.
Senator Teklu.
Present.
Senator Thaxton.
Present.
Chief Justice Foreman.
Present.
Justice Sherman.
Present.
Am I missing anyone? If I'm missing anyone or you didn't hear me call your name, just say it in the chat. All right, we're good.
May I have the senator count, please? And while you're doing that, we'll move into approval of the minutes. Are there any amendments to last meeting's minutes? Hearing none, we'll consider them approved. Now we're moving into amendments to the agenda. Are there any amendments? Hearing none, we'll follow the agenda as written. Senator Thaxton got a haircut. Looks nice, man. Anyway, okay.
For the semester, got a haircut. Excuse me. That was inappropriate. Anywho, guest speakers. We have no guest speakers today. Now we're gonna move into public participation and student concerns. Are there any student concerns today? Okay, hearing none, we'll move into communications. Advisors remarks.
So I want to start with Isaiah, man. Love the haircut, bro. You're looking good, man. You're looking good.
Thank
Good. Yeah, thank you. It's always good to see you all. I don't have too many things. I just kind of want to touch on a few things that I think are really important. So first and foremost, Vicky Young is really an important point of contact for you all as you continue to move forward throughout the semester. So for those of you that may have questions about timesheets and payment and things like that, for those of you, again, that go through that process, please reach out to Vicky Young, vyoung@towson.edu is her email, and I can put that in the chat, but please make sure to reach out to her. Next week, we have a very, very important session, which is the fee forum. So every year around the early portions of the spring, there's information that is shared with the student government about student fees that may or may not be applied in the upcoming school year. So it wouldn't be anything that happens now, but it could be the upcoming school year. So Dr. Hurt, with the support of the gang or President DeYoung, Vice President DeVoe, and other members of the executive body, will be supporting what you hear next week. So there might be some information that comes out and reports early, later on during today's meeting that I think will be important for you all to just take note of. The university likes to host this fee forum during a General Assembly meeting because of two factors. One, there's already a built-in time frame, and then also it's open to the student population. So if you have any questions, please bring it up as we go through this General Assembly meeting, and then also prepare your questions for the upcoming fee forum. So we'll see where we go with that. As crazy as it sounds, we are starting to get ready for elections. And when I say we, it's not so much your body, but there is a separate grouping of students that we call the Election Commission that you may or may not be aware of, but they are students that come together to help organize all of our future election processes. And so Chris Rindosh, who's part of the Office of Student Activities, also coordinator of student organizations, works hand in hand with myself and the commission to formalize everything as it relates to the SGA elections. And so we are starting conversations this week about the processes that need to be put in place in order to have a successful election campaign season. And so there are going to be things that start to come out, but I'm telling you that now for those that may have aspirations to be part of the next year's administration. So, hopefully there are a number of people within this administration are thinking about that. But if you know anyone else that's interested in running for any particular position, please spread the word. We will definitely start sharing information with you all as soon as we are prepared to do so. But the election conversations are going to begin very soon. Outside of that, I just want to direct two more points. Senators, please consult with your organizations that are assigned to you for different reasons. One, double check that they are ready for organizing programs by way of their involvement in the Student Organization Summit that just happened over the weekend. Make sure that they do all that they need to do, because that's really, really, really important. Can't stress that enough. So just double check with them, make sure that they got the information that they need. If they have questions, they can reach out to Chris Rendosh, Ashley Huff, myself, or even you, because again, you are the resource, you are resources for them. So if you need any information, let us know, but hopefully you have everything that you need to be the resources to them. Directors, just like my office, this is, a time frame where, it seems challenging to do programming, but we need to do the programming for our students. And so please, do your best to provide any type or any form of programming for our students, because they are looking forward to that. And we saw evidence of that during the Welcome to TU programming that happened over the last couple of weekends. And students are definitely eager. And it doesn't matter how many students that you have come to your programs, it's just the quality of the programs that you provide. So please just do your best to make sure that these programs do happen. Other than that, with that, I yield. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appropriations Committee,
No report.
Government Operations Committee,
No report.
Rules Committee,
No report.
President Dion.
Hi, everybody. I just have one thing for you today. I had the USM meeting this past Sunday with Pro Temp Wheeler, and it went well. We were just working on supporting a bill that's being heard by the Maryland General Assembly. The bill is SB 0521, and that's basically just going to be able to give graduate assistants the same rights and bargaining abilities as like regular university employees. I'm in support of it. If anyone wants to read it, feel free to let me know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. With that, I yield.
Thank you so much, Treasurer Yigal.
Hi, everyone. So I'll keep my report short. I've been in communication with Dr. Anthony Skavaskis, who is the Associate Vice President for Student Affairs. And we have been discussing an initiative I have to better financially assist students during this difficult time and beyond. So I'll keep you guys updated with that, and I'll just see how that goes. But other than that, senators, please be on the lookout for emails concerning budget deadlines and all that. I'm in the process of still finalizing some dates, but be on the lookout for that. And with that, I yield.
Attorney General, excuse me, Chief of Staff Ambush. Oh, okay. Okay, you are here. Okay, Chief of Staff Ambush.
Hello, everyone. I'll keep it medium length this time. So Centennial planning is underway. I know people have been asking what that's going to look like, whether it's online or in person or anything. I literally cannot tell you until like March. So ask me again mid-March on what that looks like. Again, it really depends on the state of Maryland and CDC rules and governor rules and Towson rules. There's a lot of rules above us on whether the Centennial like can be in person, what can it look like, can it be hybrid? So once that's figured out, I'll let you all know that. This Thursday, don't forget Group B, we are meeting at 6 o'clock in my personal Zoom room. It'll be a 5 minutes or less meeting for each director. So please don't forget that for Group B. I am creating a sign up genius for pre-meetings now. So basically, if you want to present a pre-meeting, I'm going to have, it's either going to be a sign up genius or like a Google form. I know people have asked me for pre-meetings in the past, and I have like a list of some people who've asked me, but because of situations that's been happening at Towson that really had to kind of change our schedule, I'm just going to have a Google sheet so people can send them, and then it pretty much be first come, first serve, and I'll slide you in our free pre-meetings. In the spring, a lot of our pre-meetings are dedicated to things that are kind of out of my hands. So there is that. We are also going to update the Google form for the service requirement. So remember, 3 educational events or 3 service events are required for this semester to fulfill our commitment and service parts of the SGA 3 pillars. So me and Director Brown will eventually get that updated and sent out to you. If you all went to the Unpacking MLK event that Director White was a panelist on, that does count as one of your 3 events. So cool. If you went to that, you already got 1 out of 3 out the way. So I'm just going to give you some dates. I put them in the group chat, but I'm going to reiterate them right now again for anyone who needs to hear them virtually, and for anyone who's watching and wondering why the next 2 weeks we're not going to have a GA. So on February 16th, which is next Tuesday, we are having the fee forum, like Corey Bailey says. It will be 1 hour, so 5 to 6. I will, once I can get the okay to send that link out, I'll send that link out to all of you. And please ask like your friends, your classmates, everyone to come, because remember, these people are presenting possible fee increases, and like we don't like, well, I don't like fee increases, and I don't think most students like fee increases. So this is our time to kind of tell them like, we don't like it, we like it, why? Ask the hard questions. So that's February 16th. February 18th will be the Tiger Pride Day pre-meeting. This is where we're going to go over training for Tiger Pride Day and discuss the bills that we're looking at more in detail, so that when Tiger Pride Day gets here, we're all educated and we all know like what we're talking about when we meet with the legislators. February 23rd is Tiger Pride Day. That is almost all day. So because of that, we're canceling GA for that day. So there will be no GA. And then for February 25th, which is next Thursday, we're going to have a special session because we're going to have 2 GAs in a row that we're not doing. So we're going to do a special session that pre-meeting. So that generally gives you a calendar of what our February is going to look like. If anyone needs me to repeat those or have any questions, please let me know. But otherwise, that's it. And with that, I yield.
All right, Department of Academic Affairs.
Hey guys, I'm gonna try to keep this really short. So next week I'm meeting with the Dean of Liberal Arts. So again, if you guys have any like issues or any ideas or anything you guys want me to relay to the Dean of the Liberal Arts School, then just tell me. I'm meeting with him next Thursday. So you guys can just text me, email, group me, I don't know, anything really at any time, and then I'll just like write it down. Another thing that I wanted to like make it known was that I don't know if anyone else has been having this issue with committees, but I know for me, especially with one of my committees, I will just say it, Academic Standards Committee, I've been having problems with them not really caring about students' issues and kind of devaluing students' issues, especially when it comes to things like wanting to come back to the Towson University or having problems with grades, or just like providing evidence for deaths or any issues in the family. So if you guys are having any issues with your committee, please come to me so that we can like try to figure out a solution or try to figure out if there's like something that we need to do about it. And I yield my time.
Thank you very much. All right, Department of Campus Activities.
Hi everyone, so CAB has an event tonight, having Sung Beats. He's a world-class beatboxer, so he's gonna have like a beatboxing performance and also being able to teach everyone how to beatbox. Tomorrow we're having Monte Carlo. She won 5th place overall in MasterChef. She's gonna be teaching you guys how to make a MasterChef meal with like simple ingredients. So definitely come out. Sung Beats is tonight at 7, and then MasterChef with Monte Carlo is tomorrow at 3. And with that, I yield.
Chief of Staff Ambush, drop a beat. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm completely kidding. All right, Department of Civic Engagement.
I was going to say the same thing, Vice President DeVoe. Hi, everyone. I hope you all are having an amazing Tuesday. Just updates on the civic engagement beyond the polls that's still in the works and being planned, and we've reached out to everyone. We're just waiting for responses and to get an exact date. I also reached out to Luis about a possible political roundtable, so that's also now in the works. So be on the lookout for that, and I believe with that I yield.
Thank you so much, Department of Communications.
Hi, everyone, and happy Tiger Tuesday. I'm giving a report on behalf of Director Perot. She wanted me to remind you all to please use the Google form whenever you are requesting for social media content or needs along those lines. And with that, I yield.
Thank you so much. Department of Community Outreach.
No report.
Department of Diversity and Inclusion.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. First, I want to thank my fellow colleagues for the amazing support you all showed me last Wednesday. It was absolutely amazing. I'm so glad to be a Tiger, and not only a Tiger, but an SGA Tiger. In addition to that, through my office specifically, we have some amazing events coming through for Black History Month. So we're going to be doing a talk about mental health and hair. We're going to do a cooking class, and there will also be a healing circle. And so all of that will be happening the last month of Black History Month. So not the last month, the last week of Black History Month. So please keep an eye out for those flyers, because as I said before, we won't be in person for any GAs leading up to those events. So our social media and the emails and the group me are going to be you all's best friends for keeping up with those things. In addition to that, I will also be specifically collabing with the Director of Health and Wellness, our amazing new addition to SGA on the Healing Circle. So please, please, please make sure you come out to support us for that. And also the CSD will be doing a Sankofa talk, talking about from Selma to Stonewall on tomorrow. And so please make sure that you all attend that as well. And with that, I yield.
Thank you, Director White. You did an awesome job. All right, Department of Health and Wellness.
Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. So just some updates I have for everyone. I just spoke to earlier today. Allison Seeley, she's the Director of Health Education and Promotion in the Health Center. So I was able to talk with her, kind of share some ideas for programming that I have, and she was able to share with me some of her plans for the semester. Some things that she was mentioning to me is that there is a potential for mobile clinics to be set up, one hopefully for a blood drive in collaboration with the Red Cross. I still want to see how many people are willing to show up, volunteer, and donate. I know this could be, there's some challenges with that, but that's just something on the radar. And then another one is a COVID-19 vaccination education webinar, which we still have to talk to University Marketing and Communication. Anything COVID related would have to go out with them. I know right now they are focusing on COVID prevention, but I think that we should at least get a conversation started on the vaccination efforts as well. Just some events that she mentioned to me to promote with SGA. They are having a Sex in the Dark. If you guys have been to the events in the previous years, it's a great event. I love going to it, but they're still doing it virtually this time. So it is, believe this Thursday, February 11th, 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. They're still doing giveaways, which is great. I'm not sure if they'll mail you the giveaways, you'll pick them up from the health center, but I will put the flyer in the chat. But I think that that's a great opportunity, and you guys should check it out, especially if you haven't gone. And then they are also having an event on April 1st with a keynote speaker for how to support a survivor. So if you guys didn't know, April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and I know SGA historically has done a lot of great collaboration and events for that. And if any directors want to collab with me for an event for April, I'd be very interested. So just let me know. And I think that's all the updates I have for you all. So with that, I yield.
Thank you so much. Department of Higher Education.
Hi, everyone. Not too much to update you guys on as far as I know. The train is moving with our virtual arts integration marathon. I met with special projects and full steam ahead, super excited. I also connected with the Creative Alliance in Baltimore, and they are more than happy to work with us for that event. Also, the College of Ed is completely on board for the event. Again, I'm going to start harassing people. Just look out for that. And with that, I yield.
Thank you so much, Department of Legislative Affairs.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. I'm not sure if you're tired of hearing it yet, but Tiger Pride Day is coming up. It's very exciting. We are going to be talking about a bill a little bit later on today in terms of seeing if we want to swap it out or not. But with everything else, we're just going to keep trucking along. But I appreciate everyone being so supportive with the event, and I'm really excited to attend all of your events this semester. So with that, I yield.
Yes, everyone, please. It's mandatory, for Tiger Pride Day, so please register. Awesome. Department of Special Projects.
Hi, everyone. So I don't have really any announcements, just a reminder to keep submitting your event proposals, and then I look forward to seeing all of your events. With that, I yield.
Thank you, Department of Marketing.
Hi, everyone. So quick update on the polos in Oxfords. They haven't been ordered. It's just been a lot going back and forth with the vendor on complications and printing complications and stuff like that, but they're still in the works. Haven't forgot about them. Freshman Council, I've also started your order as well. I found a vendor, and I want to just wait until I find or I hear back from 2 more just to compare pricings and all that. Other than that, just make sure you are submitting your marketing requests at least a week, preferably a week and a half in advance, and just email me when that is done. And with that, I yield.
Thank you, Department of Student Organizations. Is she present today, Chief of Staff Ambush, or is that my mistake?
She is present.
Sorry, did you say Chief Justice?
No, Department of Student Organizations.
Okay, that's awkward, my bad.
No, it's okay.
She might be having technical difficulties.
Okay, we'll circle back if necessary. Thank you so much. Department of New Student Development.
Hi, everyone. My connection's a little unstable, so sorry if I keep going in and out. But nothing really too important this week. We do Freshman Council does have 2 events this week. I know a lot of us aren't freshmen, but if you know any RAs or anyone any student leader or anything like that who works closely with freshmen, I'm gonna put the 2 flyers in the group chat. And if you can just share those so we can have just as much people as we can at the events, that'd be great. With that, I yield.
Thank you. Awesome. All right. I don't believe we have a representative from TUNE today. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Do we have an update from MHEC, Director Kemp, or?
No, we meet next weekend.
Right. Got it. Thank you. All right. Athletic Affairs Representative.
How's it going, everybody? I hope everybody's doing good. I just have one quick thing. So recently, Towson Athletics formed a committee called TU-AID. TU-AID stands for Towson University Athletes for Inclusion, Diversity, and Equity. This committee's mission is to create a platform providing resources, awareness, and education about social injustice and sustainable change, not only within the Towson community, but all communities across the United States. So we've been able to develop a couple social media platforms. And for Black History Month, TU-AID aims to highlight intersecting parts of athletics in the main campus, the Black fraternities and sororities, also known as the Divine Nine. We'll be doing a feature on the background and history of these chapters, and we also aim to highlight students and athletic staff involved in these fraternities and sororities to honor their efforts off the court. Besides TU-AID, men's lacrosse had their first game this season, which they lost to UVA, and our baseball season starts in 8 days. So we're getting ready for that, and with that, I yield.
Thank you so much. That sounds really exciting. All right, let's do it. Freshman Council Representative.
Hello, everyone. As Director Mooney mentioned, this Thursday and Friday, both at 6 p.m., FC is hosting 2 events. On Thursday, we'll be hosting a virtual movie night, and on Friday, it'll be a virtual friend meeting event. FC may also soon be growing by 1 more Tiger. Thank you, and with that, I yield.
All right. Office of the Solicitor General.
Hi, everyone. I don't have much, but I am still working on planning the Black Comic Book Festival. If anyone is interested in helping with that, please let me know. I'm also still working on the book fair, or the book drive, sorry. If anyone would also like to help me with that, please let me know. And I'm also planning Know Your Rights. So if anyone would like to help with any of those events, please let me know. And with that, I yield.
All right. Oh, and it's me. Okay, awesome. Just a couple of things. One, starting in March, we have a sign up for campus partners in different departments throughout the university to sign up to come and present during GA if they have any resources they want to make available to students or make students more aware of. So my ask for the directors primarily would be if there is a liaison that you speak regularly with, make them aware that this is available to them, this opportunity, and I can share the Sign Up Genius with you. And that will be for the months of March and April. And that's all on that front. Just to reiterate, Chief of Staff Ambush did, very, very nicely outline the GA schedule. So please just make yourselves aware of that. It would be, very important for you to be aware of that because we don't want anyone logging into Zoom and we're not having GA. But yes, and then also We Love the Senate Week is happening very, very soon, which is really exciting. And Pro Temp Wheeler, I can yield you some time if you want to do any details on that, but please share all of the posts that they're making so we can get as many people to share and be up to date on what the Senate's doing and hopefully get some more applications. But Pro Temp Wheeler, would you like to speak on it a little bit?
Hey guys, can you guys hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how y'all doing, everybody? So basically, We Love the Senate Week is basically just promote the legislative branch and to gain more senators because the Senate is very important. As I always say, as you guys are the mitochondria, the powerhouse. We love and appreciate you guys. And so we really just like to see that branch grow and develop. So yeah, that's really pretty much it.
Yeah, so we'll be doing interviews with a couple of familiar faces from the Senate have been interviewed for posts on Instagram. So look out for that and share that. Yes, and then also on the Senate front as well. Please, 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 just because we're not having GA to make announcements about events and things like that, obviously, in addition to reposting the flyers and things like that, please just take some extra time in your weekly emails to talk about events if you don't already to your student organizations and let them know that these events are happening because we want as much attendance as possible. But yes, I believe that is it from me. With that, I yield. Opinions of the court, are there any?
There are no opinions of the court. With that, I yield.
Thank you so much. And you are okay, Chief Justice Foreman. All right, and now we'll move into unfinished business. And Pro Temp Wheeler, you can yield the time to Director Truskowska.
Yes, I yield my time to Director Truskowska. Sorry about that. I don't know why my mic is acting funny.
No, you're okay.
Gotta love Zoom meetings. But today we kind of wanted to talk to you guys. Vice President DeVoe actually brought to my attention this bill that is going through the House right now. And within this bill, it kind of outlines the idea of not really needing or requiring standardized testing in undergraduate higher education settings. This does really align with one of the bills that we passed in our recent Senate. The only issue is we already have 6 bills for Tiger Pride Day. I think that this bill would be an amazing fit for the agenda, but it would kind of be up to your discretion what bill we would swap out or in for it.
Point of clarification, what is the bill based on again?
So the bill, is it okay if I don't know if I can share my screen. Am I able to do that? The bill essentially outlines, okay, I am, hold on 1 second. Let me pull it up real quick just to make sure that we're all good. If I can pull it up. Okay, here we go. Oh, sorry. Having some technical issues here. Okay, here we go. So this bill essentially, what it does outline is it's House Bill 0702. If I can find the thing again, because it just disappeared on me because it doesn't like me. Here, everyone in SJ should have gotten this email, and it has the little link to it. Essentially, what this bill does is it prohibits a public institution of higher education from requiring any sort of standardized testing scores to be submitted. When we went over the bill that we passed within the SGA Senate, we discussed a lot about how it's been shown to not really be effective in terms of monitoring how a student's ability is to succeed in a higher education formatting. So this essentially would just make sure that that is consistent across the state. It does not impact medical schools, it does not impact law schools, but it does impact the undergraduate population. I know Vice President DeVoe was the one that brought this to my attention, so I'm not sure if she would like to speak on any of it.
Okay, I will really quickly. So correct me if I'm wrong, but the amendments that the provost wanted to present to this are concerning this bill was for it to be specific to undergraduate students. At this moment, it doesn't necessarily have that language. That's okay. So they wanted to, one, keep the TOEFL or TOEFL testing, which is for to test English proficiency for international students, just to ensure that they're successful once they arrive. And then also for specific topical areas like med school and law school. So that's not currently, to my knowledge, included in the bill. So that's why the provost let me know that that's something that she wants to propose as an amendment, and the university wants to do that. It's pretty consistent throughout the university that standardized testing is not something that they are in support of by and large, but I think that it would be worth our consideration to support it in SGA. So yeah, that was really it.
I apologize, you're totally right.
It's okay. And I'm gonna put the current bills that we have in the chat that we had decided upon last time. If anyone wants to make a motion, and you can make a motion to delay this and not swap it at all. It's not mandatory that we do this, but I just wanted to bring it to you all's attention.
Oh wait, I did see that Olivier had a comment. I'm not sure if we wanted to.
I got my bills mixed up. I thought one of the bills we passed, like one of the bills we were going to lobby for, I thought it already passed the House. I was actually thinking of a different bill, so never mind.
Oh.
However, I did have a small comment. I was like, was it House Bill 001?
Yeah, no, you're right. The House Bill 001, it did pass in the House, but
Okay.
it has not passed the Senate yet.
So what my suggestion was going to be was, because it's already passed the House and the bill you're introducing is also a House bill, what we could do is we could just add this bill, but not cut the HBCU one because it already passed. So we don't even need to talk to the House members. We only have to talk to the Senate people about the HBCU funding bill since it already passed the House. So effectively, we're not really adding a new bill because we're just not going to talk to the House members about the HBCU funding because, again, it already passed. Or we can say like a thank you if they voted in support of it. But yeah, that's kind of like that's something I was thinking about.
No, I think that's a great idea. The only thing I'm a little worried about that is if students get paired with members of the Senate and don't really have, because these meetings are still only 30 minutes. So the only concern I have is them not being able to get to other bills if they do discuss that one. But I definitely see your point there. And I think that that could be a viable option, definitely. I think Senator Rank has a comment too.
I think Pro Tem Wheelers is having some technical difficulties, if I'm not mistaken, so I can share till she gets back. But Senator Rink, you had a comment?
Yeah, I just wanted to say I agree with what Chief of Staff Ambush said because I feel very strongly about both of these bills, and I wouldn't want to cut another bill because even though clearly we support both of them, I don't want it to seem like we're favoring one over the other. So I would rather come in with the approach that Chief of Staff Ambush gave, where we try to do both so that we can show our support for both of them.
Assistant Director Ferguson?
Hi, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I know in years past at Tiger Pride Day, even if something wasn't on our legislation necessarily, like if it wasn't on our priorities of things to lobby on, we could still bring them up in our conversations with our legislators. So I guess you guys can also keep that in mind as well if you're going to plan on voting on this one in favor or not in favor of it. But I just wanted to confirm that was still something that we were all in agreement on.
Yeah, so as far as I know, you are still allowed to bring up other things with legislators. We're encouraging people to be careful just of their own political ideologies in the event. But in terms of like actually being like, oh, by the way, we also passed a similar bill. If we were to say, just throw this in as a talking point, then that definitely would be acceptable and would work.
So Advisor Bailey, I see you have something. Can I? Go ahead.
No, you first. You first.
Oh, well, thank you. Anywho, but I was gonna say, was we need to write a bill if the Senate wants to support House Bill 0702 in general. But if you all do just want Director Truskowska on behalf of the organization to make a statement on social media, as well as share it with the necessary persons, stating SGA support of the bill, and then we can do different, lobbying efforts around it. Don't think that Tiger Pride Day is the only opportunity to present our support of that, but I just wanted to, like I said, bring it to your attention so you all are knowledgeable that that is happening, just because it's not often that we see a parallel piece of legislation that we pass in SGA at the state level. So yeah, that was really it. But Advisor Bailey, yes.
Can't say it better than that. Follow what Vice President DeVoe said, and keep in mind that there's but so much time we have to advocate on behalf of these bills. So just leave it at that. But thank you very much, Vice President DeVoe, for what you said.
Oh, okay. I didn't mean to mentally steal your thought there, but anyway.
No. It's all good. It's all good.
Anywho.
That's a good thing that you thought about that. Thank you.
On the same page. Anywho, but yeah, that was really it. But a senator would need to write that bill regardless of what outlet we choose. So it's documented that SGA supports this bill or doesn't. Because I don't want to assume, but yes.
Courtney, I just saw your the letter writing pre-meeting, and I think that's a great idea.
Thanks.
Okay, well, it seems like we are at a standstill, but I will ask for a vote on how you all would like to move forward, just while we're all together.
Chief Steph Ambush had a comment.
We have
one at a time, please. My apologies. Why am I apologizing again? Chief of Staff Ambush, you had a comment. Go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I was saying if even if it's not on our Tiger Pride Day agenda, I think it still would be smart for you were going to say the Senate to vote and kind of make it so that Director Truskowska has to in some way support it, and that could easily be done by a social media campaign and a testimony to the committee and to the legislatures. I know the Maryland Assembly, a lot of people writing bills are begging for testimonies because there's a lot of bills, and the more testimonies they have is better for their bill. So even if we don't actually talk to them face to face, if Director Triskaska can write a testimony for the bill, that would be equally as impactful.
Director Triskaska.
I was also going to say, if we didn't officially add it to the legislative slate, we could kind of do some type of like honorable mention like bill in a way that it would still be kind of on the marketing and stuff, but students wouldn't have to be concerned if they kind of ran out of time to talk about it on the agenda. If we did still want it to be present in some type of advertisement, because I know within everything that we're talking about, we're still thinking of sending palm cards to legislators and those like little squishy tigers that they really, really love for some reason. We've been getting a lot of emails about them, a little concerning, but we could still have it somewhere on the marketing kind of aspect of stuff.
Point of information, Pro Temp Wheeler.
Yes, my connection has been going in and out, so I've been trying to pick up on what you guys been saying. But just to clarify, we will be voting on to add this onto the 6 bills that we already have now, or would it be to add it to the total? That would be something that we would like lobby later on.
So that's an open discussion right now, how you all want to move forward. So the option first would be to swap it out for one of the other bills, or like Director Triskaska mentioned, have an honorable mention bill that's included in the marketing. Correct me if I'm wrong, in addition to the 6. And then the other option would be to do a social media campaign. Director Triskaska does a testimony or statement in favor of the bill, or however you all pleasure. And that would be that. But really the discussion now is how you all want to move forward. Regardless, though, a bill will need to be written to document you all's opinion.
Okay, thank you.
So I recommend that someone makes a motion for one of those things, and we'll just vote in favor or against that.
Do we have a bill that currently is similar to this bill that we're already supporting?
No.
Okay.
Similar in subject?
Yes, as in it discusses standardized testing.
No, sir.
Would you like me to pull up the current bills that we have listed?
That would be a good idea. Good idea if we can. So we decide we might want to swap.
They're also in the chat if you all.
Oh, all right. Wonderful.
So we have the HBCU funding bill, which I have to take this out. It did pass in the House. We have the Student and Military Voter Empowerment Act. We have the Correctional Services Dignity Not Detention Act, the Task Force to Study Access to Mental Health Care, the Future Act, which was the Climate Act that just is official now, so very exciting. And then the legalization of cannabis. So those are our current 6.
Can you do me a favor and just explain what you mean by the current status of the Future Act?
Of course. So the Future Act, that was the one that we all were discussing. And when we originally voted on these bills, it was not yet submitted to the General Assembly. But now we are excited because it's finally been submitted. It's been referred to the CMTE. So the official writing is in. We have the sponsor. So everything is officially filed for this bill. So it will be discussed this session. So we do not need there's no need for the backup bill, which would have been the one that pertained to like the student committee and fees.
Is everyone clear on like the discussion at the moment? Okay. Are there any motions on the floor or any discussion?
Considering the HBCU one has already been passed in the House, and it's likely that it would still pass in the Senate if, like, no matter what we do on the university level, I move that we swap it with that one.
Is there a second? In order to discuss this, we'll need someone to second it.
Senator Teddy, I second.
Senator Teddy and Senator Thaxton. Senator Teddy for the minutes though. It's been properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion, Director Truskowska?
I do have, I wouldn't call it a concern, but just because it did pass in the House does not necessarily mean that it's going to pass in the Senate. We would hope it would, we're fingers crossed it will. But I don't want that to deter us from still supporting this bill in any way. Like, I don't want that to be necessarily like the reasoning, just because there are still a lot of ways that this bill could go. So I just wanted to put that out there, that just because it passes one or the other doesn't necessarily mean that it will pass the other.
Chief of Staff Ambush.
Yeah, I was going to say that since this is technically a veto override, it still needs 2/3 of the Senate. And I don't know how much of the Senate will support this bill, or at least support the veto override. Unfortunately, I don't have the voting roll of how it passed last year on hand. But if it was a tight passing, that means the chances of it passing with 2/3 might be not as great grounds, but whether it passes or not, we don't know. I also think keeping it is great symbolically. It shows solidarity with other universities. But that's just my personal opinion. Y'all don't have to take that into account.
Senator Thaxton, point of information.
I just had a quick question to clarify because I kind of forgot. So we're voting to swap these two bills with the HBCU bill and then the testing. But what was Chief of Staff Ambush's recommendation?
Pertaining to like other pathways besides swapping a bill?
Yeah.
Well, my recommendation was that we'll just have it so when we go to Tiger Pride Day, we wouldn't talk about that bill, but Director Truskowska would submit official testimony. So it's like on an official thing formatted, and it will go directly to everyone in the committee and like to all the politicians involved, specifically getting it out of committee. So when they're reviewing the bill, they would see Director Truskowska on behalf of SGA, and she would write this whole thing on how like why we support the bill and stuff, which is, you know, a form of lobbying, and it's very impactful because every politician will see it.
Then I retract my motion and I move that we do that instead, if that's better.
All right. Well, is there a second just so I'm clear on the recommendation? So there would be a statement included in the Tiger Pride Day materials or sent separately?
It'll be sent separately.
Got it. Just to the members of the committee. Okay, cool. All right. So is there a second to send a testimony from Director Truskowska to the committee on behalf of House Bill 0702?
Senator Reinhardt, second.
All right, is there any discussion? Hearing none. Oh, never mind. Director Truskowska.
I was just gonna say, I would love to do that. And then on top of it, I'm not sure if you guys would like to still do the honorable mention thing. That would be kind of at the end of the actual marketing for Tiger Pride Day. But I'm happy with both or either.
I see nods, but we can vote on that separately after we vote on this one. But any further discussion on doing the testimonial route instead? All right, if not, we'll move into a vote. All in favor? And Chief of Staff Ambush, what was the count again?
It's 11, not including Pro Temp Wheeler.
Oh, okay. Well, is Pro Temp Wheeler okay to vote at the moment?
If you're
And
chairing, then technically yes.
no, I mean, is she like here?
Oh, she's here.
Oh, she is. Okay. Okay. Yes. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure. All right. All opposed. Abstaining. The motion passes. Yay. Great discussion, everyone. Thank you so much. All right. Now we're going to vote. Oh, it's 12. Not include. Okay. Got it. 12 in favor. I don't know why I'm reading it. Assistant Director Ferguson, can you read the count for us, please?
Hi, so I counted 12 in favor. Yeah, yes, okay.
Awesome. Great. All over the place today. All right. Now we're going to move into the next motion, or I'm sorry, it was a recommendation that we include an honorable mention of House Bill 0702 on the Tiger Pride Day materials. Is there anyone that wants to accept that recommendation?
Senator Rank, I accept.
Is there a second?
Senator Goodman, I
Can I
second
ask
that.
who made that recommendation?
Director Truskowska.
Okay.
Is there any discussion on that? Okay, hearing no.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to clarify. So I'm kind of confused about what would the honorable mention do that it's not like what we just passed is not doing. Like I'm kind of confused about the two.
Director Truskowska.
What the honorable mention will do is essentially it'll still be present on the legislative information. We're still going to go through it with the training slides and everything, but it's going to be put in a position where if students run out of time, specifically if they are meeting with a senator, if they are not able to talk to that senator because they were talking about Senate Bill 01, they will not have to have pressure to still bring up that bill. But if they're talking to a House member, then they can include it and they can talk about that bill and the amendments that we want to see given time. But just because it's a little tough because we didn't want to remove the first bill, it essentially, yeah, like as Chief of Staff Ambush said, it'll essentially be an option for students to talk about it. So we'll still go over it with training. It'll still be on all the marketing material, the palm cards that we send out. So people will still be notified of it, but it won't necessarily be something that students have to talk about. Just that way we don't put too much pressure on them if they do have to get through that whole 30 minutes and don't get a chance to talk about it.
Okay, thank you so much.
It's like a little best of both worlds.
Not giving out incentives to staff ambush. Anywho, alrighty. Any further discussion on adding it as an honorable mention or extra credit? Okay, if not, we'll move into a vote. All in favor? I'm gonna wait a little longer. All opposed? Abstaining? Director Kapoor?
12 in favor.
Thank you. I didn't see you at first. I don't know why I didn't do that. Anyway, all right. Thank you so much. All right, 12 in favor. And thank you all. Yes, thank you so much for being so flexible and taking some extra time today. But yes, are there any announcements? Chief of Staff Ambush.
Hi, yes. So I just want to clarify some things about the GroupMe. So if you have an SGA event, so you are anyone in SGA and you are planning an event and you get your flyer, you are allowed to put it in the professional and social. So I recommend you like put in both, put a little description, be like, please come, please help, please share. If you, this is really mostly for senators and any directors who are working with any partners. If there is a non-SGA event, but you still want to promote it to SGA, you just put it in the social. So like, you know, if you have a student group or like you are a part of a student group and you just really want to share a flyer to like let SGA know, or you want to ask us to share it, you can just put it in the social like, hey, my student group or a student group that I work with or blah, 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 or department on campus is doing this. You can put in social and then you know, I'll probably put it on my story. I can share it with group chats I'm in, you know, freshman council can share it with freshmen. This way we can start promoting not only our events, but like other student orgs events. So if that's something of interest of you, there's that.
And I will emphasize one more time, during your meetings with your campus liaisons, directors, please bring up the sign up for GA for March and April. But that was the only thing. Any other announcements? If not, are there any motions on the floor?
This is Senator Rank. I motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Senator Kenty, I second.
Oops. Thank you. Is there any discussion? All right, let's see how fast y'all can do this. All in favor? Y'all quick, man. And all opposed? Abstaining? Director Kapoor?
12 in favor.
Woo, it's